Welcome back to DS Trucks. In today's video, we are going to be working on something a little bit different. We're going to be working on this little project that I've had here for a while. So if you follow the channel, then you know that we do outdoor services, landscaping, lawn mowing, mulching, things like that. And as you can see, we've got some mulch in our dump trailer, leftover mulch. So when we spread our mulch, we use this crazy contraption that I have built, and this is a walk behind lawnmower, dual hydro. It travels at about 7 or 8 miles an hour, but we've converted it into a wheelbarrow, which is pretty cool. It holds about a half a yard of mulch, about 15 cubic feet of mulch. So just think, if you're doing yards of mulch, let's say you're doing 3 yards, this thing is only 6 trips back and forth to the truck, and you're not wheeling those wheelbarrows. Then also, when we are cleaning up flower beds and things like that, we'll pull all that old mulch off of the flower bed, put it in here, and run it up the ramp and dump it into the truck. So this thing's super handy. It's easy on the lawn. It only weighs like 800 pounds, and it's a turf machine, so it doesn't tear up the lawn at all when we use it. And we've literally 90% of the time we use this over a wheelbarrow, and it's been a lifesaver. But it is a handmade, homemade contraption, and it does have its couple of flaws. So basically what I've done real quick, I think it was like a weekend or something, I just bolted it all together. I built the aluminum frame underneath this structural foam is what they call this material, the structural foam basket, and we've just kind of mocked this up real simple with just bolts going through and pivot points and everything. Let me flip this thing over and show you what we're working with underneath. So this is what we're working with underneath. This is just real quick what I built, and one of the mistakes I really kind of made is this here being 2 separate bars doesn't leverage the strength of the aluminum, and it flexes right here when we put a heavy load. Like these 2 metal bars should really cross and not be separated in the middle. This pivot has held up okay. It's just a very simple pivot with a bolt going through. One bolt did break, and it is wearing the aluminum out right here. If you look real close, you can see that aluminum does wear out, but there's so much material that it hasn't been an issue. This rear section was kind of made as we go. It could be better. It could be all one solid piece instead of multiple different pieces bolted together and reinforced together. Kind of was, again, it really should be one piece going across the entire back section here. So this blow mold or structural foam container is strong, but it's not super heavy duty commercial for having heavy rocks and stuff like that in it, but it would be a lot stronger with a metal reinforcement underneath. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and remove all this, and we're gonna rebuild it with some new metal. Let's go ahead and check out the metal that we got. So here is a look at the metal that we're gonna be using. It is angle aluminum. I just got this one piece for now. If I need more, I can go pick up more, but they cost like 50 bucks for just this piece. Pretty heavy gauged, and yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do is take this metal, watch your head now, I want to hit you with the metal, and I'm gonna redo this back piece and have this metal go across like that instead of having all these different failure points and bolts and all that. And then I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and put this across the front and then across the middle. And I really should have measured for the metal, but I might have to go get another piece. We'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this disassembled and yeah, get it rebuilt. All right, so now that I got it separated, the structural foam basket is off of the mower and separated. Now you can see where things got a little bit hectic in the original design. Check out how close these bolts are. It doesn't allow a socket to get on there. You got to use a wrench, so all that's going to get switched out for a heavier duty aluminum bar. Let's go ahead and get this disassembled. See you guys once it's all disassembled. All right, our old frame is off. Out with the old, time to build the new. Thanks a lot for helping, Nate. All right, so I got this just sitting here to mock this up. Our old pivot point was right here, a little bit further forward. We're actually gonna move our pivot point back a few inches, making for an easier dump and then also a more stable dump with this bracket going on like this, probably with the 2 on the top and the 1 on the bottom, just like that. But the first piece, we're going to put this long angle piece from side to side, giving us more rigidity across the front, because those heavy loads would sag in the corners in the front here. And also, when the weight would hit these corners, it'd want to dip real bad, and we want to eliminate that by reinforcing the front of this thing with a solid piece. So the next piece that I think we should install is a solid bar across the front. Let's go ahead and get that cut. Alright guys, so I've been working here on this, got the new hinge kind of mocked up here, partially secured. I'm only running a few bolts at a time, just one here just to hold that, and then one here. These are just vice grips right now. This is going to mount to that, and that'll be our new hinge. And then I am going to need to reinforce this area here. What I'll probably end up doing is come up the middle, some solid stuff right up here, and that way it won't be flimsy. Now what I've got to do now is mock this up, set this on there, cut that down, and then I'll be able to drill and secure all this together. This will be attached to that metal aluminum coming out of that hitch, and then our new pivot will be done. See you guys at the next scene. All right, time to put this on here one more time. All right, got my cameraman helping me. Thank you, sir. So I'm gonna take this, back up a step, Nady. Oh, heavy. So I could actually scoot this backward a little bit more. And that's gonna be, it's all gonna rise up to this height. A bit higher of a center of gravity there. But I think it's gonna work out good. All right guys, this is how it turned out. I finally got in a good place to stop. I'm not totally done, but I'm pretty close. So here's how the hinge looks in the front. We're running double hinges, one on each side, and they are both greasable. So now when it dumps, it's a lot more secure. You can dump it with one hand from the side, and you can see the 2 hinges down here, 2 grease fittings, one here and one there. And it got kind of intricate in this area here, trying to get everything to fit, but nonetheless figured it out, and it seems to work pretty good. I rebuilt the rear section here, like I was saying, to be one solid piece. No more thin metal, just all heavier gauged aluminum, and fits on there real nice. Still dumps good, works just as good as before. So comment below, tell me what you think. But anyway, my name is Sean, this is DS Trucks. See you guys in the next video. Over and out.